Hey, you all. Welcome back. Thank you all for joining me once again. This here is Shavonda Marie with Love, Strength, and Love. Today, I have two of my very favorite cousins in the building. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves, starting with the left.
What's up, everyone? I'm LaToya Shining. So happy to be here. Thanks to my cuz for inviting me.
My name Tisha.
Y'all
We
is
goofy,
hilarious.
dog.
Okay, we go have to cut the. Let's start over. Redo. This why we don't drink in the beginning. Okay, y'all,
Okay,
let's
I don't know
start
what's
this
on.
over. Y'all ready? I the camera right here too, y'all.
Oh,
Hello, welcome you all. Thank you for joining me once again. This here is Shavonda Marie with Love, Strength, and Love. Today I have two of my very favorite cousins in the building, and I am going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves, starting with the left.
Hey, everyone. I'm LaToya Shining. Thank you, cuz, for inviting me today to be on the show. So exciting.
Yes.
And my name is Tisha. Thank you for inviting me, cuz.
Yes, no problem, my beautiful cousins. All right, you all. We are here to talk about women and how we actually walk the journey with toxic men, right? What be going through our heads, ladies?
I mean, I just,
What the fuck?
like, I mean,
To sum it all up, like well, many women stay in toxic relationships because if there are so many different complex reasons, right? We have the emotional piece, we have the social piece, the financial piece, there's the kids. It's just so many different reasons why we feel that we have to stay in those relationships. But us actually staying in those relationships, it makes us go through different type of factors, and us as women, um we got to go through this whole little thing of us not knowing who we are, which we lose in our self-worth. We're not really understanding that it can make us lonely, or we will actually go through having that financial dependency, as well as trauma bonding. That's just a few of it. Trauma bonding is a real big one, though. So that one, we definitely got to tap into that one, y'all. I'm just gonna well, first off, I want to say thank both of you ladies once again for joining me. This right here, Tisha, she's already been on the show before. You all, we gotta clap it up for her. And I'm saying clap it up for her because she has definitely gained the confidence to allow herself to be seen, baby. The first time she came on the show, y'all, she was afraid to get in front of the camera. So go ahead, cuz. I'm so proud of you. You want to say anything?
Period.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. And then y'all know my cousin LaToya has been on as well, y'all. And just so you guys know, these two ladies are coming back once again, y'all. And we gonna dive a little bit more deeper into other topics. But this topic right here was a very important topic. And I know both of these ladies have worked their ass off to actually allow themselves to get out of, to go through, walk through the toxic relationships, and then allow themselves to go through healing processes, as well as to allow themselves to release these type of things, recreate their own paths or their own life. So they stepping on to that path
Right.
that's meant for them. Okay, ladies, let's get on head into these questions. Okay. What are some of the most common reasons why women stay in toxic relationships? We kind of just went over a couple of them in the intro, but I want to hear from you guys.
Well, my thought process is just their confidence have been broke, and they feel like they don't have the confidence to get out, or maybe they got the kids, and it's a transition to get out of those type of
Mm-hmm.
relationships when you have kids.
Yes.
Also, another one is women become complacent
Yes.
in their in situations,
Mm-hmm.
and because they're so complacent in a situation, that they begin to normalize that.
Mm.
It become normal for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I think personally.
Right. What about you, Toya?
I would say fear,
Mm.
fear of starting over,
Hmm.
That's a
and
big one.
yeah, that's a really big one. Fear of being alone and having to start over fresh.
Yes.
And then I would say also the trauma bond, like you touched
Mm-hmm.
on briefly. You guys coming from the same background, kind of know what each other's been through in the past, and so you kind of cling on to each other because you
Mm-hmm.
somewhat feel like you understand each other. So yeah.
That's what's up, ladies. Yes, like I said, those that fear of just being lonely, just walking through the process, recreating, starting over. That's a big one. A lot of people don't like to start over, especially when they didn't put so much time and effort into something. Right. So, how does manipulation, gaslighting, or even love bombing play in women actually trying or having the toxic partners?
I mean, manipulation is the tool
Mm,
that they
mm, mm.
use. Gaslighting is the second one. Most men will manipulate you to make you feel like you're nothing without them,
Mm,
or, uh, no one wants a woman with kids,
right.
or for real, like that be the number one lie. Like, you get old and you got kids, who's gonna want you? And then you get to feeling like, well, damn, I am old and I do got all these kids. Maybe not. Maybe I should just stick around and see how this gonna play out.
Right.
So, manipulation is the number one tactic. If they can get into your head,
Oh,
it's like it can get into your heart
oh,
because
baby.
yeah.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
manipulation is definitely a big one. Like, just them, like telling you, just in your head,
Right.
got you in your emotions, got you in your feelings, got you feeling like he go change, he go do
Mm-hmm.
different.
Yep.
1 minute you cool and everything on the up and up. The next minute is like, bitch, what? You know what
He
I'm
didn't
saying?
flip
So
flop.
it's like, is this the same person that was
Mhm.
begging me to stay?
Mhm.
That's where that mental piece come in. Like, do they really know who they are? Do they really know what they want? Because um they say they want one thing, but then they flip to something else. Their actions are showing something else. That be a piece of pretty much saying that they didn't really fully tap into who they really were as far as going deep. And I mean, like, from parents, were they present, or did they feel abandoned, or the different type of habits that they created. They just, a lot of men skip over that. Like, it's tough for me. Like, I got this. I'm strong. I got the strength. But then they miss them pieces. So they feel like they gotta get it from a woman, where they gotta save themselves. They're not able to save themselves.
Yeah, I feel like men don't even understand where they are lacking emotionally.
Right.
They don't really understand it, and so they lash out, and
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they have all these different mixed emotions
Yes.
that have not been dealt with, and then the best person to take it out on is the person that's closest to them.
Right. Which will be the women.
Or also, you have the men that have been in toxic relationships in the past,
And they love that
and they
shit.
carry it over.
That's just who they are.
Yeah, they carry it over to the next. Like all the checking phones and all that type of stuff. Like,
You didn't learn your lesson. Did you find something before that did not agree with you? Why are you doing it again?
I don't think it's always the the background, like the family, because you can have some men that may have came from a really good family background with
Mhm.
both parents in the house, but sometimes those they be toxic too.
They definitely do. But why do you think that they get toxic, or where is it that they become toxic? Because they had to see it, experience it, or hear it from somewhere to actually allow themselves to say, "Ooh, I want to tap into that. Let me experience." Or can I really get a woman with manipulation? Can I get into her head? You know, can I get her money? Whatever it is, they go through them. They learned that from somewhere.
Well, I feel like, people just have mental health issues that they're not dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
It don't have to be that you've seen it or you came from it, but it just could be hereditary. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that too.
And so that can be another thing. And then another one is that when a man feels like he's lacking in a certain area or a certain
Mm.
part of his life, he has to somehow dominate in another area.
Area, right?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they are, most men already feel like they are quote unquote more superior than women. So that's where they're gonna feel more superior at is at home,
Right.
in their home with their woman and their kids, and that's where they're
Mm.
gonna try to dominate when they're feeling like they're lacking in other areas of their life.
That's the truth.
Definitely. I definitely agree with you on that one. Cause what about the trauma bonding? How do y'all think that trap women in cycles that are so abusive, and we kind of feel it, know it, but we just still just stay in that.
Women are nurturers,
Mm-hmm.
and with women being nurturers, we feel like we can help the person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we feel like the mother, we can help heal them
Yep.
or whatever. So I think that's why a lot of women, especially when you love the person or
Right.
y'all got a history together, you want to try to heal them or nurture them or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But in a meanwhile, while you nurturing them, you taking away from yourself,
Exactly.
and you're not seeing, because we so stuck into what they issues and they trauma is,
Mm-hmm.
we're not taking self time for ourselves,
Yep.
which that brings us down as women.
Right. What you think, Cuz?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off what Cuz said. Absolutely, like you know, we are nurturers, and we want to see the best outcome for the people that we
Mm-hmm.
love. And so we will put our own selves on the chopping block to make sure everything's going right in the people that we love lives. And so, like you said, yeah, it takes away from us. And
Right.
then we end up having these confidence issues and
Insecurities,
insecurities,
yes,
and
yes.
our kids even end up lacking for it as
Yes.
well. You know what I mean? Because we're pouring so much into this person to try to make them what we feel, because we can be a little
Mm-hmm.
toxic too. We try to make them what we feel is right or how they should be based upon what we want.
Right.
And it's like it doesn't work out. It just never works
Mm-hmm.
out. It
Yeah,
just becomes an issue.
we start to miss things with our kids.
Yes.
Things start sliding through the cracks with the kids,
Yeah.
Yes.
because we so focused
On a
on
relationship.
a relationship and on a man that we can't be the mother that we want to be to our kids.
Right.
You feel me?
To our
Like
fullest potential.
exactly.
And that's where the cycle come in at, because once they see us do it, then of course they gonna do it again, so it's like the trauma bonding is repeating this cycle, not just from us but to the kids, and the kids is our future. So it's like, are we gonna continue that cycle, or we gonna break it? And all three of us ladies, I'm so proud of us. I'm a clap for that. Because we all done been through some shit. Like literally. Like I have sat here and walked through it with both of y'all. Like we done been through some shit. But the women that we are right now is so amazing. Like we not the same women, literally. And I can say that because again, y'all my peoples.
I
So
sometimes sit and I look back on my life and
yes.
like go through my Facebook memories. Like, damn, was I this angry always? You know what I mean? Like, did I write this? What was going on that day?
Yes.
So like I totally like transformed.
Yes.
Like it was like I looked at my older kids and then I'm comparing to my younger kids, and it's day and night.
Yep.
Because when I should have been pouring more into my kids, I was trying to pour into a relationship.
Right.
And you know, like I'd be like, dang, these, you know, my younger kids is way different.
Right.
Because I was able to pour into them. I started working on myself. I started healing myself mentally, emotionally. Now I'm working on the physical and the spiritual part.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, I mean,
that's what it is, baby. That's the way that we actually grow.
Yeah.
The way that we elevate. Like literally. You too, cuz.
Yeah, for me, I think, I'm kind of still in that healing process because it's still sometimes hard to even talk about it.
Right.
Sometimes I'll still be just going through my day, like chilling, working, whatever it is,
right,
running errands. It doesn't matter. And then it is just like the memories will creep up on me. And then I'll get sad, like, then I'll get mad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is recent.
Right.
Like, oh, this motherfucker. Like, all these fucking years. I'll get mad all over again, get sad and shit. Don't let it be a rainy day. I still be sometimes fucked up about it.
Right.
But one thing I can say, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool, baby, because I have come so far.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually living my life for me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
My kids,
yes.
They are much happier.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm much happier. My business is running much smoother.
Ooh, baby. Say that, baby. That's the growth.
That's the growth. It was a win-win, but sometimes I do feel sad about the shit. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do feel fucked up.
And that's okay, y'all. That's why we here to help other women to tap in. We have them moments, y'all. But that's the piece of us walking through it because, again, it is a process. And we do get the moments where we have to get tested. Do you remember this? You think you having a good day? Nah, baby, remember this? Like, no, I remember that, but I'm not going to let that get me down. On my last,
I'm gonna go to the mall.
Right.
I'm gonna meet up with my girl and go out to eat. Matter of fact, me and my kids, we gonna do something. Like,
yes.
But it will creep up on you though. Sometimes it does.
And like I said, that's okay. And me and my friend Natalie on the last episode, we were talking about that, and she was telling me about her grandma said you got the what was it, the 60-second pity party or 30 seconds. I'm sorry, y'all, the 30-second pity party. So you get mad, you feel that. Yep, that happened to me. Oh shit, that made me mad. You punk motherfucker. That's okay. Let's go to the mall, kids. Y'all want to go? Y'all want to go have fun?
I swear it do only be like 60 seconds. I'm wondering, like, why am I still sometimes thinking about this shit or getting sad or want to cry when I'm driving down the street? But it do, you right. It literally only lasts like 60 seconds, and I'll be like, all right.
Let's go
Lord.
do. Yep.
What I gotta do next? What's next on my list to do?
Yes, that's part of the process.
When I think about, because when it does come up, when it come up, I'll be like, oh hell no. You know what I mean? Like, no, no way. From then to now, fuck that. I ain't know none of that.
Like, use the lie, get up off me.
I do not want that life back. You can have it.
Man, y'all. So why do y'all think some women believe that they can change their partner, especially when they toxic?
You know, honestly, I used to feel like that, but I don't know why I felt like that. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Because you really can't change nobody.
Yes.
They're only going to change. They want to change for themselves.
Yes.
Or maybe even their kids. Like, they'll change for their kids. But sometimes they don't even do it for their kids.
No, I don't know
like,
about that.
it got to be something within themselves that made them want to do it for themselves. I don't know why the fuck I was thinking that, but I was definitely thinking that. Like, he's going to love me enough. Bitch, please.
But that makes you ask the question, what is love? What is real love? Because do he really love me, or he just feel like he loves me? at this moment in time because he going through something and he
But
just
also
need me.
too, you run into men who haven't been shown love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they don't know how to accept it. So
Mhm.
when you trying to push love on somebody, they really don't know
Mm.
how to accept
Right.
that. You know, so I guess it just depends on the person, the guy.
Right. Like Cuz said, they have to be open and willing to receive it, to learn that, hey, it's somebody that's gonna be able to teach you. But again, I'm not able to save you. You gotta
I
save
ain't
your
got all
damn
that type of time.
self.
I'm still raising kids. I ain't got that time to be teaching nobody shit. You gotta come in here ready.
Yes,
But I mean, you can still teach them because in the process, they here with you and the kids, and they seeing how you work
There
with
are
the
things
kids,
that you will teach, but you're not gonna teach somebody to love you
and not to be a man.
or be a man.
That's
Either.
definitely you have to honestly know that you are a man and
I
you
mean,
want to be a man.
as long as you know that you want to be a man, it's
Mhm.
teachable.
Exactly.
Because everybody picks up pieces and bits and pieces from other people.
Yes,
What I'm
they
saying, that they
definitely
may
do.
look up to.
Mhm.
So you just have to want to be a man. And as long as you want to, you can learn how to be a man because we all learn from each other
Exactly.
on a day-to-day basis.
When I say teaching, I'm not I'm mean like I'm not finna teach you not to go cheat.
Right.
I'm not finna,
Yeah.
you know, like certain things, teaching you to treat me like, you know, certain things I'm okay with teaching or showing the way I like.
Right.
It may be a compromise in
Mhm.
between,
Mhm.
but I'm not finna teach you not to cheat on me. I'm not finna teach you that you need to pay these bills. That's
Right.
something you need to come in knowing.
And that's
Mhm,
part of
mhm,
being a man and part of knowing that you want this family, a part of
Mhm.
knowing that saying, hey, I'm going to do what I have to do as a man in this relationship, in this household, and I'm going to do that shit. This is what I want to do. I'm not going to wake up every morning, I got to go take care of these kids, or, this girl getting on my nerves. It's going to be like, good morning, family. Hey, children, how did y'all sleep? You know, hey, babe, I love you. Those type of things let you know that a man really wants to be there, meaning he really want to be a man. But if he get up crabby, what didn't happen to you? You know what I mean? And it make you think that this ain't really what you want. Did you just feel like you wanted it because you were going through certain pieces in your life? You didn't have certain things in your life, but is this really what they want?
And like piggybacking off you said, like being a man is more than just paying bills
Yes.
and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Being there for your kids. Being a man is being a respectable man.
Yeah, yes.
Being an honorable man.
Yes.
Honoring thy mother and
Yes.
father. Like all that comes into play of being a man.
Yes.
Honoring yourself, having enough
Yes.
respect for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
It definitely does. So why do y'all believe that or how do where is it that we lose ourselves, right? Where we have to develop this new self-esteem or create this new
person.
yes, this new love about ourselves, or find that love that we've been missing within our own self, right? How do y'all think that us recognizing that we're in a relationship with toxic men actually allow us to develop that self-esteem? That question was long as hell, wasn't it?
I was trying to
I'm
grab
sitting here
to it.
like
One eyebrow up. Like,
Reread it.
look,
Right,
okay, let me see. Okay. How does low self-esteem develop in a toxic relationship, and how can women recognize it? That was the real question.
That's
I
a
was just
two-parter
going off of
question.
yeah, I was like, break it down.
Ask the first one again.
What's the first line?
The first part of it.
Okay. How does low self-esteem develop in a toxic relationship?
There we go.
That's the first part.
Because part of the toxicity is you being put down.
Mhm.
That's a big one.
You getting called out your name.
Mhm.
You this, you that. So I mean, no nobody wants you. Oh, you got X amount of kids.
Yep.
You know, so that's where the low self-esteem began in a toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like especially coming from the person that you love and is supposed to love you, and they're constantly putting you down every day, making you feel like you can't do simple things or
Yes.
simple tasks without them. That definitely has a huge impact on your self-esteem, and it makes you very insecure. You'd be so insecure that it's hard for you to make basic decisions
Right.
on, like, am I taking the right route? Why this motherfucker in the car? Am I taking the right route to the fucking Walmart? Because if I don't take the route that he want me to take, it's gonna be a fucking argument. It's gonna be, bitch, you stupid.
No, for real.
For real, like, so with the little things, like they use the little things
Yes.
to get to you, because the little things be big to us. It
Yes.
be the details for us women.
Yes.
So they use those little things to get to us and to tear us down. And that's why we have low self-esteem and
Baby.
insecurities when we're in the relationship and coming out of the relationship. We
Right.
have to reinvent ourselves and build on ourselves
Yep.
and work on ourselves all over to help us deal with those insecurities and that low self-esteem that
Exactly.
past partner has caused us.
Right. And like y'all, both of y'all already touched on it. Y'all women, this is ways that you can recognize it. Recognize that you're in a toxic relationship. If you getting called out your name, hey chick, well, I ain't gonna say chick, I'm gonna say bitch. Hey bitch, where my food at? Or don't wear that. Where the hell you think you wearing that? Those type of things making you put your, have that low self-esteem, like those right there. Recognize that, y'all. If you feeling a certain type of way and you're constantly feeling that way, it's time to go.
And it may not even be as blunt as that. It may
Mhm.
be subliminal.
Look,
down.
let me let y'all put
You know
y'all's on. That's me.
I'm
Like,
just saying, like, it just may be something so subliminal that the next person won't catch it, but you know
Yes.
how you felt on the inside.
Yes.
You know,
Yep, they throwing shots at you.
Yes.
I mean, I was in a situation where I was getting called bitch so much, I damn near thought that was part of my name. You feel me? Like, damn, let me recheck my birth certificate.
Hey, bitch, what?
For real.
First name, bitch. Last name, what?
You say something first thing, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, damn.
Hey, y'all, we could laugh at this right now
Yes.
because we didn't walk through it, y'all. But ladies, really, if y'all are going through or have went through it, just take that moment and just flip it around. Say, what the hell is wrong with me? Honestly, allow yourself to tap into it on a positive note. Because if it's something wrong with you, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally, you have to recognize that so that you can take the steps so that you can actually heal yourself from
But
it.
also, because the tongue is a powerful thing.
Yes.
Start manifesting what you want. Start manifesting the things you want to do. You know what I mean? Start manifesting. I want to be out of this. I don't want to deal with this no more. Just start manifesting what you want. The tongue is powerful.
Yes.
And pray your works.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Pray for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Really just, you don't have to go to church.
Nope.
You can pray for yourself right at home. Pray over your house. Pray over your children.
Absolutely.
Start asking God to remove, the toxicity out of your life. And it will happen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It will happen.
Everything happens in divine time.
Oh, baby. You done hit it on the nail, baby. Okay, so why do y'all think that we go through them life burials, like financial decisions or financial dependency, and our kids or us as women, we just don't want to leave because we like the comfortability, right? Why do y'all think, or what kind of burials do y'all think that is out here on it, or that we need to practice?
Come again.
Look, let me stop doing that. Every time I try to read off the
dead,
question,
dog.
it kind of just delay. Let me, okay, y'all. Let me read the question.
More wine, please.
Hey, you probably need
What
to
type
get
of
the other one. Look,
okay, go
okay,
ahead.
y'all.
What type of barriers?
Yeah, what practical barriers like financial dependency, our children, or just preventing women from leaving?
Well, like I said, earlier in the show, number one is fear,
Mm-hmm.
not, fear of actually pouring into yourself and believing in yourself. You've been used to having that person on the side of you, whether it's
Yes.
negative or positive, whether they're toxic or not. That
Mm-hmm.
person you've been with this person for years.
Yep.
Y'all have been doing everything together, taking care of your kids, paying the bills, doing everything together. Your family know this person, that family know you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it'd be like the fear of actually leaving it all on the table, leaving everything that you've worked so hard for, everything that you wanted. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? To the potential of what you wanted, should I say?
Right.
It's the fear of leaving it all behind. You
That's
know what I mean? It takes practice to leave.
it. Definitely.
When I
do.
was in my relationship, I think I went and looked for an apartment 4 times. I'm talking about going to look at the apartment,
Right.
sneaking off, going to look at the apartment, getting ready to sign a lease, and don't sign.
Hey, y'all,
Literally.
and that's coming into the next question before I let Cuz answer that, because we gonna tie these two questions together now that you spoke upon it. But that's pretty much, how does fear of the judgment, of the shame of our family and friends impact our ability to actually leave those relationships? And you was just touching on it, that just because of you didn't already connected, you didn't already your family know who they is, and they family, your family know who they is, and they family know who you is. So it's that fear that says, I don't want to disappoint my family, or what they gonna think, or how they gonna feel, or if I move this way. It's just those notes. So go
But
ahead, cuz.
also, when you are in like certain toxic relationships, you don't really tell your family.
They just see it though.
Exactly.
They kind of see it, but when it become like abusive and stuff like that, you try to keep it under wraps,
Yeah,
right?
but they still know.
Exactly.
You think they don't know, but they still know.
Especially a mother or a father, because they could tap into us in a different type of way
Yeah.
that
I'm sure
other
like
people ain't able.
yeah, like they know. They be knowing like when we don't say nothing, they
They
don't
can
say
tell.
nothing.
They can tell by your energy,
And
Yes.
but
your
when
body language.
Yes.
all of that,
And how y'all
How
interact
you
with each other when
communicate.
y'all around each other.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like they know. Like
But then you have people and you have couples that put on a fake front face in front of family.
But do
and
you?
they still know.
I was just gonna say, but do you think that the
Trust
family
me.
don't know? Like,
I be like, she thinks she over there living like this, but we know what the real deal is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
And that be the family though, who is the supporters, the ones that's gonna be like, something wrong, something ain't right, and they
no,
gonna
they normally
dig a
don't
little
say
deeper.
nothing.
Yeah, but them be the ones
They
that
normally it'll just be tea in the family.
Yeah.
But more families should really step up
exactly
try to,
and be that support.
be
But
that supportive family. Like, girl, you need to leave that nigga alone. But
yeah,
even if the family was to tell them that, are you gonna really
Are you
leave them
gonna
alone?
really leave them alone?
So that's probably why they just mind their business.
And
like
that's-
eventually she'll come around. I'm gonna
and
pray
that's-
for her, and that's gonna be that.
and that's again where that support come in, because even if they don't say anything and you're just actually they just constantly see you coming around and your energy is off, or you're not communicating how you used to be, right? They're gonna say certain things like, baby, you could come over here, you need some time, let's go out to dinner. So even though they're not going to say anything and speak upon it, they're going to take action and do the littlest, smallest things just to support you, to get you out that environment, to make you stop thinking about all of that, or even to help you tap into kind of making a plan to actually get out of that.
I don't know about that.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
So what y'all think though?
No. Most family members mind their business. Because if you let them know, they're gonna probably be like,
Gotcha.
If you got well, maybe that, but for the most part, like if you got family that like you got brothers and you got cousins and shit that really don't play about you, like your family is all you got, they're gonna fuck. They gonna try to be fucking that nigga up.
That's what I'm.
And
about
it's just
to say.
like they don't try to get involved because they know you ain't. You not gonna leave a nigga alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna leave a nigga alone in your own time, so they not gonna get involved because they be like, shit, we'll do this to this nigga. He gonna be at the next family gathering in the next couple of weeks. So why the fuck will we put our shit on the line to go? Because they gonna really put their shit on the line.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But you also got family that just don't give a fuck that would just still fuck the nigga up. Period. You know what I'm saying?
And beat his ass every time they see him.
You know what I'm saying?
You know he get his ass whooped at the next fucking.
So he ain't gonna come.
Yeah, no, he gonna be sitting in the living room by himself. Like nobody fucking with me over here because they know
They already know.
Okay, but I'm talking about the mothers, them nurturers, the ones, cause you be like that for me a lot of times though, cuz where you be like, cuz get out the house, you thinking too much, or let's go. And that's the support that I'm talking about that a lot of women be needing just to have, even if they don't get in your business. Cause sometimes I don't even tell you stuff, but you would just be like, cuz you want to do this? Nah, I'm good. Come on, cuz, let's go. Let's just get out the house. And it's like,
I think for me, it's because of the things that I've been through in the past, and that's how I kind of wanted people to show up. And I did have it, but you know, when your mind is all cloudy and you trying to figure out if this what I really want to do, you don't listen to what people have to say.
Of
you
course
know what
you
I mean? So, I mean, I haven't ran into a family member that's like, let's set up a plan for you to go. Or, you
nigga, I was ready. Don't do me like that, nigga. But I need down there again. What would you?
That's what it say. It wasn't let's leave. It was like, let's beat this nigga ass. You know what I'm saying?
We was already on the phone.
We already in motion. It ain't no come on, let's make a plan. How you want to do this? You know, if we was going out to eat, it was going, do you want me to fuck the nigga up? Let's start there.
That's the thing that I'm talking about in the past. But as we are healing and we in this transformation mode, we're doing things differently, and that's where it comes in at like you're feeling my energy.
That's what I just said.
Right, yeah. So it's different now, which is what we are. What I'm talking about right now, because I'm bringing it into the women so they can kind of tap into how to actually leave. You know, and like it's hard as hell.
And you know, back then we were much younger. You know what I'm saying? So we were learning ourselves, learning how to deal with the situation. You know what I mean? We didn't really know how to get through it, or you know, we just was going by a day-to-day basis,
exactly,
like minute to minute, hour to hour type shit. You know what I mean?
We're also mimicking what we saw growing up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So for the women now, you know, I say start taking some time to yourself, writing things down, you know,
beautiful.
Like write down what you want to do. Not only speak on it, write it down too.
Yep.
I seen somebody said to write 300 things in your book, in a notebook, about what you want to do.
Right.
And you go fill them up, the notebook, each day, what you want to do. And at the end of the year, going into next year, go back into that book and read off your 300 things and check off exactly what you have done. Right. You'll be surprised of the things you accomplished in that I want to do list.
Right. And that's crazy, y'all. Right before Cuz tap in, that's the next question, really, y'all. What are the first steps that a woman should take when they realize that they are in a toxic relationship? And again, that was a great one to pretty much just tap into yourself, find out what it is that you want. Who are you? What you think, Cuz?
I would say the same thing. Tap into yourself, but also tap into time. How much time are you gonna waste living this life? Because you do not get time back.
Yes,
that's most man. Time is more precious than money. I'm looking straight in the camera and saying that because I wasted a lot of fucking time.
Man,
time is more precious than money. You can get money back, but you can't get time back, baby.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody think it's about the money. No, baby, it is because it's the time.
It's the time.
Yes.
So yeah, how much time are you gonna waste on that life? Because you can live the life that you want to live, but how much time you gonna waste on that life?
That part.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
That's what you
one.
gotta ask yourself. Is like
So
time.
how can women build up the courage to leave out of the relationship with them having the fear of the unknown?
First of all, they got to figure out, do they really want to leave?
Mm-hmm.
And when you start wanting to leave, like I said, just write down some stuff. Get a plan together. You know what I mean? Like what you want to do, how you want
Right.
to do it. You know, like I don't know.
And sometimes, honestly, it seems like the shit just happens.
Mm. Divine timing.
Yeah, it seems like it be something that just really hits the fan,
Yep.
and then you just be like, "Fuck this, I'm
Right.
done.
I can't do this.
I can't do it no more." You just be done. Like I guess you get tired and burnt out, or
Yep.
you just get over it, or I don't know what it is, but it's just like it'd be like an incident that hits the fan. It'd be something, and then because you really don't even see it coming.
Nope.
You
Nope.
don't see it coming. Y'all could be in a good phase, and then boom, it just happens.
Yep.
Like a big thing happens, and then you just over all the bullshit. You just
Mhm.
like fuck it, I'm done.
And that be the way of you tapping into your body mentally, physically, and emotionally. And you saying that I constantly feel this way, or I constantly keep repeating the same
Mhm.
cycle in the physical realm.
Mhm.
Like I constantly keep getting mentally mixed up. One way I feel this way, the next way I feel this way. Like those are things that you should be tapping into. What do you feel like? You
Mhm.
know, in the physical, in mental, with your mental space. You know, is it clouded? Are you always confused? You know, emotionally, is you on this roller coaster?
Yes.
Or, you know, those are things that women need to actually tap into when they realize that they are in a toxic relationship.
Mhm.
Because the fear of the unknown, hey, you keep going through this whole toxic thing, you don't know what's gonna happen then either.
Mhm.
Are you gonna be alive? Are your kids gonna grow up and they're gonna repeat this same cycle? You don't know. So walking away with the fear or being in fear of the unknown is it's similar. It's just now you create it. When you walking out, you like, listen, I'm going out and I'm gonna have this positive thing. I'm not going towards toxic. I'm changing myself so that I don't be toxic, because who we are, we attract. So if you got that toxic in you, you're always gonna you know, bring in attract toxic people. So again, you have to, ladies, and I say this with love, tap into who you are, what it is that you want. Do you like the habits that you have? You know, do you like the cycles that you keep repeating? Do you really want to grow? You know, do you really want to elevate? You know, those are questions to tap into for yourself.
And it's 2025. It's time for a reset.
Man, baby.
It's time for a
Man.
reset.
And if you need help with getting out of that abusive relationship, there will be some links at the bottom of this podcast where you can actually reach out and get help with dealing with abusive and domestic violence.
Yes, baby. Thank you, cousin, for saying that, because they definitely, women need that. Like even just different type of, that's another question. Therapists, right? Counselors, you ladies, if y'all receive medical assistance, it's not that hard to actually go and get a therapist. Find someone to talk to, get it out of um your body, allow your body to have that release so you can tap into the emotions, so you can tap into the mental, to the physical, so you can see what's real.
For therapists, you know, a lot of people don't like to go to therapists because people, we were brought up, oh, there's that you going to see a crazy doctor or whatever.
Right.
But therapists are people that will not judge.
Hey, thank you, baby.
You don't have to worry about the family knowing your tea.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna judge you.
Yes. And they not gonna call and gossip about you. You know, you don't have to worry about those things. For those who are afraid to go to therapists, baby, we are in 2025. We just focusing on releasing it, getting it out. And if you ain't able to talk to your family and friends, baby, go talk to somebody you don't even know.
Because they're gonna give you some good techniques on how to handle the situation as well. Some good
Absolutely.
advice and some great techniques.
Absolutely.
Yes. So you ladies, how can we actually or we just tapped on that, the role of therapists and counselors. So what are some strategies for the women to rebuild their confidence and their self-worth after leaving?
Um, well, for me, some things that I did was I started actually, how can I put this? I don't want to say like believing in myself, but
Mm,
trusting in myself more,
mm,
trusting in my decision making, trusted in my beliefs,
yes.
trusting in what I wanted and going for it. I actually just started trusting myself more. It took some time to get there, but just the little things, like it was like the smallest decisions that it was hard for me to make, but
Right.
I would just make them. Like, you got to do it. Like, I would just talk myself through it. Like, you got to make this decision. Like, you just got to do it for yourself. Like,
Right.
because you need to know that you can believe in your intuition. You can believe in yourself. You can
Yes.
believe in how you feel, because your feelings are valid. And so
Mm-hmm.
that was a start. Also, like writing, not even so, I didn't really, I don't want to say writing down. All of it was kind of like within myself and my own mind. And it was like, well, what do I like? Trying
Mm-hmm.
different things.
Yes,
You know
that's
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
one.
Like trying the things that I didn't get to try when I was in the
Mm-hmm.
relationship. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like going out and living a little bit.
Right.
Like living a little bit and doing the things that I did with that person on my own
Yes.
gave me confidence.
See the difference, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. And you didn't do all that on your own, baby. You tapped, you sat in, you sat with yourself, and you connected with God, your higher power. And he said, baby, listen, this is you coming to me. I got
I
you.
got you.
I got you. And that gave you the strength to be like, you know what? Get up, LaToya.
Let's go.
What about you, cuz?
For me, it was more self love,
Mm.
pouring into myself.
Mm-hmm.
Caring more about myself, caring more about my appearance.
Mm.
Like just basically pouring into myself.
Right.
Um, I did a lot of writing because it helped me better to see it on paper. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, so those were things I did a lot of listening to a lot of affirmations every
Mm-hmm.
day. I started listening to like motivational speakers
Yes.
online. Anything that I felt was relatable, I'll listen to it. So that's kind of how I started working on building myself and my self esteem back up.
That's what's up. And ladies, I just want to say congratulations. And I'm glad that both of y'all was able to tap into yourself, because that's where it starts. It start with inside of us, right? You are like learning again, like y'all said, what we want, who we are. It's the whole thing. That confidence is a mug. Knowing your worth is a mug.
Pause. Can we get the other bottle of wine?
Oh yeah, because I'm telling you, this is one of those topics you got to drink on.
That's what I said. This is deep, y'all.
It
Literally,
is. It's very
and
deep.
not to even mention to tap into yourself, but to just pretty much understand your kids, understand your career. Like, ladies, y'all can start y'all something. You got a motivational group, and you got a whole business. Like, start some things to make yourself feel more important to you.
One thing I can say is that ever since I started my motivational page on Facebook and Instagram, is Divine Love, the self care spot. It has helped me.
Man,
It's like I don't know what it does or
it,
why, but it makes me feel happy when I
yes,
post those
cousin.
motivational
Yes.
things. I took a break from it. Like at first I was doing it tough, tough, tough. Then I took a break from it. And then I went back to it. I'm like, damn, I actually feel good doing it. Like it's
Yes.
helping me. Like it's making me feel good to do
That's
this.
that's part of the journey. Like, literally everything. That's what's taking action. And that's what I do right here with this page, Love, Strength, Strength, and Love. And on my, my Facebook page, Shavonda Evans, right? I give those motivational quotes. And when I do, it's coming from something that I need to experience, because if I needed to experience it, I'm sure somebody else needed to.
Mhm.
So like I just in meditation, yoga, I sit there and it's like, oh, I went through this. This could be encouraging to somebody else. So, yes, that is so powerful, y'all. The affirmations, the yoga, the tapping into
Yoga really
yourself,
helps
giving
you too.
you self care, all of that is
Yeah.
important, ladies. You can really receive some freaking amazing guidance just for sitting with yourself. So if you always busy, find that time to just sit with yourself.
And when you heal, your children heal.
Ooh, say it, baby.
It just flows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you get the your cup is poured into and it gets to overflowing onto your
Yes.
children and
Oh,
everything
yes,
around you.
yes.
Yes. That's why it's so important for us as women, right? To release these toxic men. Like literally. Because they don't understand what it's bigger than us. It's
Mhm.
not just us. We have kids, we have
Mhm.
communities, we have businesses, like workers. This is so much bigger than just us.
Mhm.
So, what are some healthy boundaries, women, that you done been setting since you done been in this transformation mode and actually walking through?
Look for the red flags.
Ooh,
Do not
baby.
ignore the red flags.
That's another question.
Sometimes they can be cute and sexy, but bitch, they need something, okay? When you go on a date with a nigga and he just too up on you, or he just, oh my God.
Pay attention,
Pay
baby.
attention to the red
Yeah,
flags.
pay attention, yeah.
All right, ladies, what you got to say? Cuz what kind of boundaries you been setting?
Mm, I don't know.
Yes, you do, girl. Stop playing with me.
Um,
Saying no. I'm gonna put it out there for you.
Mhm.
That was the biggest one.
oh yeah, definitely. That was a big boundary. Like I was always the yes person.
Mhm.
You know, like I felt like telling somebody no, I was doing something wrong.
Mhm.
No, roll off my tongue like I'm
Nope.
no. But that was a big boundary that I did set, and that's not only for like men, also family,
Yes.
gifts, all of that.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Toxic people.
yeah. You know, I always cared about what somebody thought about me. Then I started thinking, like, who calling me on the first to ask how much I need on my rent? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so definitely setting those. I set those type of boundaries.
Yes, that's what's up. Boundaries is so important for us to set them, right? And when we set boundaries, we gotta learn to take the emotion out of it, because if we do not, we're always going to be considering other people, and who's considering your feelings.
Exactly.
Which is why you have to set them boundaries, because if you don't, you're gonna always get walked over
Exactly.
or
And-
disrespected.
And real fast, like if you guys are probably like, well, what is a red flag? A red flag is anything that makes you feel uncomfortable in your
Ooh.
spirit. That's
Yes,
what a red
baby.
flag. It may not be a red flag to someone else, but if it's a red flag to you, then that's what you watch out
That's
for.
a red
And
flag.
that, and that's again tapping into your body, ladies.
And what you want.
Yes, let's go, y'all. Okay, ladies, that was the next question. This just flowing. It's they recognize the red flags early on in future relationships. So again, how you already told us what the red flags are. So how can we recognize them?
You listen to your body.
Yeah, so like she said, I'm piggybacking off of her. If it's something that doesn't sit well with you, or it makes you uncomfortable, or put you in an awkward situation or position, that is indeed a red flag.
Yes. So, ladies, you gotta be paying attention. Again, the emotions, take them out so you can really pay attention to the physical, the emotional, and the mental piece.
I look at everything. Like I'm telling you now, like I'm so on guard. Like I'm looking at how you handling stuff in messed up situations. Do you get a little aggressive? Like I'm checking out everything, because those are
How
things.
you treat your mama, your
Yes,
sister, your
Your
auntie.
kids.
Like,
Like, that's definitely, I'm looking at all of that, because those are things that I've been through before, so I know I'm not finna do this.
Yeah.
Oh, your kids calling and you ain't answering. Oh no,
Red
that's
flag.
red
Flag,
flag. You feel me?
right?
Red flag.
Like, yes, it's just pay attention, ladies.
Mhm.
It's your time.
You ain't
And if
talking to your mama? Red flag.
No, for real.
And-
Oh, you and your baby mama is feuding.
Red flag.
That's what y'all feud for.
it's so many red flags, ladies. So you got to recognize them. You have to. There's no question about it. And if you do not recognize them, I promise you, the universe is going to step in. God is going to step in, and they gonna put it so clear
In
to
your
you
face.
in your face, baby.
There's always warning before destruction.
Man,
So pay
baby.
attention to the warnings before it become destruction.
And
You hear
everything that happens in the dark comes to the
Ooh,
light. All the
baby.
time.
And that's why these my babies right here. Because what I didn't say, they said it for me. Yes, baby. And we wrapping this up, ladies. So, is there something that y'all want to tell the women, or maybe share a little story, just a brief story of how y'all actually realized something, made a plan and just got out of it, so the women can kind of tap in if it's their story or it's not their story, they can still tap in.
I mean, like I said, it was just that one moment. that I was like, fuck this all. I'm God's child. I don't gotta put up with this shit
Yes.
at all. And I was done.
Mhm.
And I just been working on myself ever since. Cause like I said, once you decide to leave, you continuously working on yourself all the time. And what you pour into yourself overflows into your children and everyone else that you love that's around you. And like I said before, if you need any type of help or anyone to talk to, there will be some links at the bottom of this podcast that you can reach out and get some advice, some help that is anonymous.
Yes, baby.
And for me, and it won't be everybody's story, I had to take myself away and I moved out 1,500 miles away to kind of
27 hours.
to regroup myself. I had time to think, had time to figure out how I wanted what I wanted to do. I had time to pour into my kids, gain a closer relationship with my kids. And after that, I was able to start working on my mental, my emotions, my physical health, all of that. So, I mean, I'm not going to say pick up and move 2 days away, but I mean,
change your environment, perhaps.
Exactly. Change the environment.
Yeah.
Change the people that you around.
Yes.
Because you your mind be so cloudy because you got this one here, you got that one there, and you can't kind of think for
Yes.
yourself
Mhm.
because you thinking on how people go look at.
Mhm.
I was thinking on how people was looking at me
Mhm.
or how I moved or whatever, but I had to remove myself from family, the the corporate, all of that. You know what I'm saying? To regroup myself
Yes.
and figure out how I wanted to move in life. I had this plan on paper. I had this plan in my head on how I wanted to do things,
You did it.
but I had to put some action behind my
Yes,
plan.
baby.
Mhm.
Yes.
So yeah, if you in a toxic situation, just start slowly, like not shut down, but kind of just start pouring into yourself. Start, listen to, like I said, morning affirmations. It was the
Baby.
best.
Kirk
Mm.
Franklin for me.
Yeah.
Man, baby.
I think
Right.
I was packing that nigga stuff up. Listening to Kirk Franklin. Franklin was old.
Writing shit on post-it notes. So beautiful.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Give me 2 weeks and you
Mhm.
gonna be gone.
Mhm.
But yeah, y'all, wrapping it all up, like I said, with both of what the ladies was saying, me adding on to it, it's hard work, y'all. It is so much work, but y'all can do it. And you will do it when you realize it's not just you, especially if you have kids.
And you will feel better, like a
Yes.
thousand times better.
And your
Yes.
kids will too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times, like they said, we have to take ourselves out of the environment. We have to actually just realize we are enough, right? Love is key, y'all. Self love is key. So if y'all feel any type of way, like she said, the link will be in the bottom for you guys to actually tap in to get some of that help. Those who receive government assistance, you are able to receive them therapists. Go check into them. It's somebody out here to help you. You have support. You just got to be willing to take action and really know what it is that you want.
You got this, ladies, and God
Let's
got y'all.
go.
God.
Yes, do your part and God gonna do the rest, baby.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Until then, you all, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I love you. Till next time.
Bye.